we are here with a special One Division Pro report. It is about the 1DP, our first ever 1DP Ironman match. 60 minutes. I am Prince Atiba, and I am here with
yours truly, Vinny the Guido.
And we have big news, that Ironman match, Vinny.
Big news indeed. A 1-hour Ironman match between Hyena Hex and Steven Person. This one is personal.
Yes, it is.
Get it? Personal.
He's going to like that you said that. I mean, look, it's been building for months. Like, if you've been following One Division Pro, you know one of the top feuds. And we had a lot of feuds, but one of the top ones is between Steven Person and Hyena Hex.
And I was there for some of them.
I was there for all of it. And it is drama, and I know how you like drama.
Oh, I love drama, especially when I'm not involved in it for once.
Exactly. Now, here's the deal. It's Steven Person. He's been trying to get in the good graces of Hyena Hex for months, trying to keep that title on Hyena Hex. Maybe for a favor down the line. I don't know, because everything in the end fell apart between the two.
I'll tell you, I remember when we were in Massachusetts.
Yes.
And Person just starting to poke around even then. This is going back from when we did this show in Massachusetts. So
close to a year ago.
He's been keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. And look where it's gotten to. Look where it's gotten today.
Yeah, pretty much like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I'll tell you, what I like about Steven Person is that he's a thinker.
Yeah.
He uses his head. He uses his brain. And that is the key to this, folks. This is going to be now, if you love drama like I do, you don't want to miss this. This Ironman match is going to be all over the place because it's personal. I'm talking about this ain't going to be your average wrestle holds it. No, these guys are going to brawl.
Yes, these guys hate each other. Wrestling has rivalries. Wrestling has intense dislike. These guys have hate for one another. If you look at what Steven Person did to Hyena Hex, costing him his 1DP world title. Let's throw it over to our new colleague, Chris Wilson.
Chris Wilson, take it away.
Thank you, guys. So for the first time ever at One Division Pro, we'll be having the Ironman match. So let's take a look at some of the factors. So the first thing I want to talk about is endurance. So both these sports artists are around the same age, same sort of build, so we'll see how that plays out in the match. The next thing that I want to talk about is interference. But with that, you can never really account for what's going to happen, who's going to jump in the ring. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. So with that, I want to shoot it back to you guys.
Thank you, Chris. Those are some great points about having
endurance.
Yeah, having endurance in a 60-minute Ironman match, like Chris said, and also like possible interference that can cause a disqualification.
I didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know how you are. But here's the other thing, right?
It's only cheating if you get caught.
Yeah, this Ironman match, it's going to be at headquarters. The first headquarters show we had in like almost 2 years.
2 years.
We're finally coming back home, and we're coming back big.
This studio show is going to be huge. And like I said before, these guys are going to be brawling all over the place. We even may get thrown out of the studio after the show.
I mean, with as much as these guys hit each other,
there's going to be some damage.
Oh, that bill.
There's going to be some damage.
We don't know what might happen. I mean, studio show. And here's the thing. It's not going to be your typical wrestling audience. It's not going to be fans coming to pay to see a fight. It's going to be kind of internal. We're going to have wrestlers, industry insiders from different promotions coming to see this, because what this is personal. This is the boys settling an issue amongst the boys. Think of it almost like Fight Club. It's exclusive. If you want to see it, you're going to have to see it. You won't be able to see it here live. You're going to have to see it remotely, because this is exclusive. All right, predictions. Who do you think's going to take it?
Who do I think's going to take it?
Yeah.
Well, as I said before, Steven Person's a thinker and he uses his brain. Intellectually, I think he has the advantage because Hex is more emotional and acts first, thinks later, where Person thinks first before he acts.
That is true.
I think that's going to be a big decider, if you want my opinion.
I mean, I see your point. Person is a little bit more cerebral. Hyena is a little bit worked up, but that could work in Hyena's advantage. I mean, Hyena could maybe cost himself falls, maybe he might get DQ'd, who knows? But I think in the long run,
He's very talented.
yes, in the long
Very
run, I think it's
athletic
going to be
talent.
Hyena. I think it's going to be Hyena. Hyena has a lot he has everything to lose and a lot to gain.
But
in this
he's more
match.
emotional because Steven Person made him emotional. It's psychology.
It could backfire on Steven Person. He could get hurt. Person can get
Every
hurt.
time I see someone say that, it's usually the opposite. I think, honestly, that he's very cerebral. He is in Hyena Hex's head.
Yeah, and you do need brains
He's
in an
in his
Ironman
head.
match. You do need brains in an Ironman match. You do got to outsmart your opponent. You do got to pace yourself. But I'm telling you, Hyena Hex, he's
pretty. I'll tell you, Steven Person's very crafty. Hyena Hex has. I think he's more athletic, and I think
yes.
I think since it is an Ironman match, I think what is in Hyena Hex's favor is that he has better endurance.
Yes.
He has better cardio.
Yeah.
I think the longer it goes, the more it's going to favor Hex as far as that goes.
And it's going to go
So
long.
Steven
It's 60 minutes.
If Steven Person is smart, he'll get a lot of his falls out of the way early.
That's
if I
a
was
smart
him.
point. That's a smart point. All right. So as you know, the rules are to a 60-minute Ironman match. You have the one who scores the most falls in this match is the
submissions.
winner.
Or
Falls, submissions, disqualifications, countouts. Whatever way you can get a fall, you go for that, and that's how you win. It's a points-based system. Wrestling normally doesn't go on points, but this time
It is. This
each
time it
fall
is.
is a point.
Yep. And whoever has the most points at the end will be your winner.
Yes. I am Prince Atiba, and this is
Yours truly, Vinny the Guido, baby.
And this has been a special report from One Division Pro.